Now that we've gotten all the side characters out of the way, there's still one more loose end to tie up. Ko has not been heard from in a while, disappeared without a trace, and Rin actually starts to miss him. God, I miss Ko. Who will sexually harass me now that he's gone? We then discover Akamaru is back to his old tricks with a friend he brought back from the underworld. He has Ko's mother again, and he still plans to turn Ko into a Gorma. My God, will someone buy this kid a Game Boy or some comics or something to get his mind off that? You are such a broken record, kid. Rin just so happens to stumble across them and they get away. Luckily, she's able to give Rin a way for them to find her, thanks to a magic ring. No, not that kind of magic ring.
確かに天って言ったわ。まさか、りょう、みんなすぐ来て。
天保来来の玉？
きっとそれが言いたかったのよ。とにかくみんな天保来来の玉を出して。
おおおお。きっと指輪がこの傘のところへ案内しようとしてるんだ。
Shaddam tries to put an end to this just by killing her and getting it over with, but he hesitates. Why? Our heroes find her, but they have to deal with Akamaru's new friend, Thunderbolt. Wait a minute, all this feuding, all this fighting, but what about the truce? Uh-oh, Daijin Ryu is back. Instead of nuking the city this time, yeah right, he takes control of random civilians, and according to Kamio, he'll kill them if the fighting resumes. Rin explains to Ko's mom how Akamaru has been hounding Ko and trying to turn him into a Gorma, and she soon realizes what's been going on all along.
知らなかった。あの子がまさか。アコマルはあの子は私の息子なんです。ゴーとは兄弟だったんです。
Well, obviously they're brothers. Look at the way they fight. They both fight over mommy's attention. I mean, haven't you ever done that with your siblings before? It makes perfect sense. Kaku returns to the Gorma Palace and somehow manages to come back with Byakko. And just in time for Ko's mother to purge the blood from her good son's body because it is his birthday in one day. And on Christmas Eve, no less. The team now has to fight Ko, who's almost fully a Gorma now, and since the fighting has not stopped, Daijin Ryu decides to let the bodies hit the floor. Thankfully, Kaku is able to save them with his brilliant key technique of reversing the footage, or just slowing it down. Genius! You're no fun. I'm gonna go cause major destruction somewhere else. And so he does, and we see the exact same footage of him attacking the Gorma Palace again. Damn it, Toei. I knew you shouldn't have blown the budget on those 3 Gorma Stooges episodes.
And there. Wow. Same shot used twice.
Continuity?
Thunderbolt and Ko in control of Wan Tiger double-team Daireno, while Ko's mother reveals the truth to Akamaru. He ain't heavy, he's your brother. Apparently, the Gorma have some strange birthing rules. The Gorma tribe insists on when twins are born, the youngest must be killed. Man, people were complaining about Planned Parenthood. Well, obviously she wasn't going to do that, so she had to hide Ko away from the Gorma tribe.
なんだって？
ゴーマには双子が生まれたら、その弟を殺さなくてはいけないという決まりがあるの。でも私はゴーを殺すことができなかった。だから生まれたばかりのあなたを置いてゴーを連れて逃げたの。そんな。
After Akamaru retreats to think over this revelation, Ryo manages to jump aboard Wan Tiger and knock Ko out. Gut check. Akamaru doesn't want to believe it, but Shaddam confirms it.
その通りだ。なんとも皮肉な運命だな。
Don't you think?
だが今さら気づいてももう遅い。貴様のせいでゴーマは崩壊寸前だ。
The world is facing a crisis, all because Shaddam knocked up a girl and had one too many kids. Maybe you should have kept it in your pants there, Jack Torrance.
地獄へ行け。
Shaddam also reveals that they've made a new truce with Kaku. The Dairangers will be disbanded, and that means Ko will no longer have to be on the Gorma side. Well, good to know one of the most dysfunctional families in Super Sentai history didn't waste all their lives for this one moment.
Isn't it all pointless?
Our heroes are still battling with Thunderbolt. I guess they didn't get the memo about the new truce. While Ko's mother, did they even give her a name? Cures her boy. Thanks to the ancient technique of magic teardrops, it works. No, not that kind of magic teardrop. That would have made sense.
元へ戻ったのね。母ちゃん。母ちゃん。
やったぜ。ゴーが元に戻った。
Well, this reunion doesn't last very long, as Ko's mother is soon buried under a pile of styrofoam debris. Gee, I don't know, guys. You think we should start having these ancient mystical rituals away from the giant mech battle happening over the ridge?
どうして母さんの言うことが聞けないの？お前は騎馬レンジャーこうなのよ。大勢の人のために戦わなくてはいけないの。それを忘れないで。母ちゃん。生きるの。強く。リーさんやみんながいるじゃない。母ちゃん。逃げて。さあ、行きなさい。早く。母ちゃん。
Akamaru, still injured from his father's beatings, limps into the cave to see his mother laying there pinned under rubble. And in a sad, tearful reunion, they are reunited before dying together. Mom, would you believe this is not the first time I've died like this? A Gorma-free Ko joins the team, and together they crush Thunderbolt, and Daijin Ryu leaves the planet once more. He later cries in Rin's arms for losing his mother, for good this time. But hey, nothing a Christmas birthday dinner won't cure. You know, Rin, after college, I hope you land a nice six-figure job, because someone's gonna have to pay for all of Ko's therapy bills. Trust me, there will be a lot of them.
こう。お前の母ちゃんはな、お前の心の中で生きている。いつまでもな。
シャダム、自分の子供たちがあんな運命になって何も感じないのか？
感じないな。それより俺は約束を果たした。今度はお前が約束を守る番だ。大レンジャーを解散してお前はゴーマへ戻る。そうだったな。ゴーマ族参謀長核。
Later, our heroes discover that the secret entrance to their base is gone, and no one's heard from Kaku in days. They also have to deal with a very tough Gorma who's planting some kind of antennae in the city. When they try to stop him, a figure in red steps in.
記録ボンバーが。貴様、何者だ。同志。
Kaku tells them of the conditions of the new truce, and that the team is disbanded. Of course, they don't want to stop being Dairangers and let the Gorma win, but Kaku pleads with them to stop being Dairangers and go back to their old lives and follow their dreams. Suddenly, the cops show up and try to stop them. Aw, look at the cops trying to do something. It's cute. The antenna-wielding Gorma smacks them around, and the Dairangers have had enough. They also get swatted down. When Ko and Kameo try to help out, Kaku takes their Lai balls and Ko's Kiba changer. I gotta take these guys because I'm totally not plotting against the Gorma from the inside. Okay, thanks, bye. Our heroes managed to take down this very powerful Gorma, who was revealed to be a very good friend of Kaku's when they were still in the Gorma tribe together.
ゴーマをあなたの手で正しい姿に。
Our hero's former master is furious and demands that they hand over their aura changers. Ryo demands the truth from him, and Kaku reveals that he is actually indeed a Gorma. 6,000 years ago, when the war began, he was not in favor of the invasion, but none of his fellow Gorma listened to him. So he defected to the Dai tribe, and he's been there ever since. His friend Shiryu was one of the few Gormas that actually believed in his ideals. It's not uncommon for people to defect during wartime. I applaud his decision. Out of respect to his former students, Kaku offers a deal.
大レンジャーを解散する以上、もはや転身する必要も貴殿寺を呼ぶ必要もない。お前たちは私が言っていることがまだわからんのか。明日の正午、地獄ヶ原で待っている。それまでによく考えて。 必ず天保来来の玉とオーラチェンジャーを返しに来るんだ。
The team, despite their best efforts, stand no chance against him because he basically reflects everything back at them like a cheap RPG boss. Kaku then begins to draw Yo and Ki power at the same time from the two antennas he had planted in the city.
気力揚力大合体。
No morphs allowed.
The team are awakened by Ko and Kameo, who tell them that he took their jewels and their changers. Now they have nothing left to fight with. Well, after that crushing defeat, by their own master no less, our heroes try to move on with their normal lives as best they can. But then, some unexpected help comes from some old friends.
Ansa! まっすぐ空を見なはれ！はあ？
サンバか。あれは俺が神風からもらった旗。てめえら一体何だってんだよ。
これは金のコイン。
忘れたのか。天使は市場を乗り越え平常心で臨んでこそ真実が見えてくる。核がいたからお前がいたのではない。核がいてそしてお前もいた。
核がいてそして俺もいた。
大悟、
心配はいらないよ。大レンジャーが解散しても俺はうろたえたりはしない。この2本の塔で必ず何かが起こる。それを待っているんだ。
大悟。
The five of them return to the antenna and all have the resolve not to quit, not to give up. Changers or no changers. Kaku or no Kaku. Balls or, well, you get the idea. So it looks like all these side characters did indeed serve a purpose in the end. So that's why I had to talk about them. I know, right? I'm just as surprised as you are. Zydos shows up and attacks, mocking them for not having their powers anymore. He tells them that Kaku will be dueling Shaddam for control of the Gorma. The winner will become the 16th Gorma Emperor. The team then realizes that Kaku has been planning this all along, and that he needs those antennae to have the advantage and end the war. But Zydos is onto him and he plans to destroy it, so they guard it as best they can. We are then treated to what would later become a Super Sentai tradition, an epic unmorphed roll call.
何が何でもこの塔は俺たちが守ってみせる。そうです。行くぜみんな。ああ。ユーレンジャー。天下戦。よ。シレンジャー。天元戦。大悟。天馬レンジャー。天竜戦。調子。 キリンレンジャー天智戦カズ
ホーンレンジャー旋風戦リン
天に輝くイッツボス俺絶対大レンジャーバカめ転身もできずに揃い踏みか笑わせるな
Shut your fucking face.
恐れながらゴーマ15世シャダムゴーマ15世に何をした俺いたら
Oh, Shaddam. Oh, if you were doing a special favor for the Emperor just so you could win, I'm gonna be very upset and sick and scarred for life. Oh, God. Wait a minute. I thought this show was steeped in Chinese mythology. When did this turn into Gladiator? The fight begins and Kaku uses his secret weapon to gain the upper hand. Shaddam is going! It's out of there! Home run! But he won't stay gone as Zydos breaks the antenna and our heroes run out of steam. But thanks to the power of friendship and ghosts of people that aren't even dead, the team somehow gets their jewels and changers back. But this is a bittersweet victory as Gaara breaks the other antenna and Shaddam easily beats down Kaku. You bunch of cheaters! Then again, Kaku was using those antennas to cheat to win. I don't know what's right and wrong anymore. You're all cheaters! Zydos reveals what he has under that mask, and it's... volcanoes? What the flies is... No words. There are no words, Toku faithful. Just pain. Well, it seems that having overgrown sparklers growing out of your head are surprisingly effective in battle. Who knew? Can't we just call all the mechs to squash this bastard like the bug he is? Oh wait, he survived that last time. Do it anyway. Well, it looks like Zydos isn't all he's cracked up to be, as he was made of clay all along. What? Toku faithful, I haven't been this confused since that whole robot alien thing from Live Man. I'm so confused right now. Wait, wasn't there a duel or something?
みんな本部の地下に秘密の通路があるでよとどめだ
leave a mark. They find their dying master, and now they are the only ones who can protect the Earth. The team weeps at the loss of their fallen master, but their time for grieving must end. Ryo rallies the troops, and together they storm the Gorma Palace head-on, like a truly united Sentai team. Shaddam makes a victory speech that I'm pretty sure Donald Trump plagiarized at least a little. Gaara runs up to tell Shaddam what happened to Zydos, but he's too busy patting himself on the back.
粉々になって死んでいった。信じられない。
気にするな。それより喜べから。とうとう俺はゴーマの正当なる王位継承者になった。
Ha ha ha! I am the true Gorma leader now. I'm sure this revelation will never come back to bite me in the ass later. I am Shaddam! I will never get my comeuppance! Never! Shaddam calls on some repainted suits, I mean Imperial Guards, to deal with the intruders. He then demands something called the Earth-Moving Jewel from the Emperor, but Gorma 15 isn't ready to retire just yet.
確かに貴様は次期皇帝と決まった。だがわしの目の黒いうちはあくまでも貴様はわしの部下じゃ。第一同天の玉を渡すのはわしが引退した時じゃ。
I hope your insurance is paid up, old man, because you just jinxed it. Suddenly, the Emperor is turning into clay, too. What the hell? Shaddam takes the jewel and reveals that the Emperor was a fake this whole time. The real one died 6,000 years ago. Shaddam could not rule the Gorma because of the Senate, so he created a puppet to control. He's been behind this whole time. So yeah, he's been the puppet master this whole time. That's terrible! Yet, very sneaky and clever. Our heroes dispatch the guards and find Shaddam standing victorious. He reveals they've been fighting nothing but dolls all along. That is brutally evil. Daigo and Rin combine their power to subdue Gaara. Daigo goes for the kill, but Kujaku stops him.
Daigo!
クジャク！
クジャク！ガラ、あなたの魂はすでに昇天しているわ。何？輝けるガラ！
ガラ、あ、そんな。
6000年前の戦いの時、ガラ、あなたは死に、その魂はとっくに天国へ行っている。今のお前はシャダムが作り出したただの操り人形に過ぎない。操り人形？バカな！全てはゴーマを我が物にするためのシャダムの遠大なる陰謀だった。愚かな泥人形よ、私の偽物よ、元の土へ帰れ。うわ
Are you freaking kidding me? Villains in Kamen Rider Fives didn't dissolve as much as these guys. So you mean that Kujaku and Daigo went through all that harshness to get that teardrop just to cure a fake Gaara?
Cop out, cop out, cop out.
クジャク！
安心してダイゴ。ガラと私は天上界で昔のように仲良くしてる。ダイゴ、私はもう二度とあなたの前に姿を現せない。でも天上界でいつもあなたのことを思っている。
クジャク。
Well, I'm glad to know that you didn't spend the last few remaining moments on your life trying to help a frickin' puppet! I'm sorry, Toku Faithful, but I'm not letting that go. Jeez, for a peacock god, she can be a little thick-headed. Well, Shaddam now has the big red jewel of evil, and he becomes Emperor Gorma the 16th, the strongest and most evil mime you will ever see. It's mime time. Today on Mime Time, beating an imaginary Sentai team.
我こそはゴーマ最強の16世なんじゃ。
The end. Needless to say, our heroes get smacked around by the Emperor's new wrath. Too bad they didn't count on one thing.
And his name is Lobo Fuerte!
Nah, just kidding. Guess who's back? Well, Mr. Emperor Shaddam, where's your power now, huh? Kameo tells the others that dumbass here broke the second truce. Shaddam still wants to kill our heroes even as the palace crumbles around him and there's a giant frickin' dragon right outside ready to kill them all. He's committed, I'll give him that. The team targets his obvious power source and they have a battle of the jewels, but it's not enough. Kaku then appears in front of our heroes. Oh my lord, this show has more ghosts than Kamen Rider Ghost. How is that possible? Anyway, he tells them that this fight is futile. Oh, don't tell me that they have to seal away their big bad too, just like Kaku Ranger did.
聞くんだ。愚かな戦いをやめ、今すぐここから逃げるんだ。気力と揚力は光と影、正義と悪。この世のものが全て二極から成り立つよ。気力と揚力もまた表裏一体。元は一つなのだ。何？一つの力を二つに分け、お互いが争いながら永遠に生きていく。これすなわち人間の宿命なんだ。揚力が滅べば気力も滅び、気力が残れば揚力もまた残る。全てが虚しい戦いなのだ。待ってくれ同志、言ってることがわからねえ。勝負は永久につかない。去れ、去るんだ。
Their Lai balls light up, as does the earth-moving jewel. The others escape, but Ryo and Shaddam stay behind for a one-on-one fight. Ah, clearly Ryo watched Miami Connection. And what happens then? Guess. Just take a wild guess.
I fall to pieces each time I see you again. I fall to pieces.
I don't know, Toku Faithful. I don't know what's real anymore. Am I a puppet? Am I real? Is this just all in the mind of some madman who refuses to grow up and get a real job? I don't know. I'm so lost. Our heroes awaken after the palace crashes, and there's Ryo, standing like a badass, in the sun. Looks like it's finally over.
よかったがや
生きててよかったよバカ野郎心配させやがってシャダムは死んだ奴も泥人形だった
Does this mean that Ko is half Mud Doll? Like, when he grows up, is part of him just gonna fall off and dissolve one day? Or I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't want to think about it. Rin! Yeah! No, the other Rin. Damn it, Hal, I am in no mood right now.
嘘でしょ?
The team agrees to disband, for good this time, and go on with their normal lives, to follow their dreams and never have to battle fake mud dolls ever again. No longer will they live in the past, but look forward to a bright future. Oh, what a great ending to... Oh, wait, I'm sorry, we're not done. We then cut to 50 years in the future, and oh my god! Look at you guys! You know, Father Time could have blended the edges of those bald wigs a little better.
ゴーマンが現れおった人を担ごうったってそうはいかんぞりょう昔を懐かしんで一芝居打ったんじゃろ違うわい本当に現れたんじゃつかねえなほら
Sure enough, it's the first one they ever defeated. Baron String. Repainted. Oh no! Who will ever stop the Gorma now that they're all a bunch of old fogies? Oh, great! Another Super Sentai team that just throws its descendants into the fray to clean up a mess that they made. Old people are such dicks.
一つの力を二つに分けお互いが争いながら永遠に生きていくこれすなわち人間の宿命なのだ揚力が滅べば気力も滅ぶ気力が残れば揚力もまた残る全てが虚しい戦いなのだ
Yeah, war is an endless waltz, we've heard it. Get a haircut, hippie. Hey guys, if you want my advice, just don't bother with all the transformations and weapons and stuff and the mechs, because you've kind of wasted your lives secretly training in martial arts. Just get some hair dryers and a crap ton of extension cords, go up there and melt them, because spoiler alert, they're all mud dolls.
Sing!
Or you can just spend 50 episodes doing that all over again. What do I care? Oh, and FYI, you should probably be on the lookout for a giant effing dragon that'll come down and lay waste to anything and everything you love just because you won't stop fighting the Gorma. Just a heads up, you know. And that was Gosei Sentai Dairanger. Well, time for pros and cons. The fighting styles. I love how unique each character's techniques and styles vary to each team member to make them more unique. Ryo has fire, Shoji's a brawler, Daigo has illusions, Kazu has a drunken fighting style, Rin's wind power, and that's just to name a few. Jin's screen time. I adore Utica Hirosei's villain roles. In fact, every Sentai he's in is an automatic must-watch in my book. But for his last outing, he didn't get nearly as much screen time as he deserved. Much like Dr. Kemp in Live Man, Utica plays the rival for the Red Senshi, to push him to be better, stronger, and earn his status as Red Leader. I'm not saying that Jin is a bad character, far from it. I just feel like this series could have benefited from more battles between Ryo and Jin. Rivalries between Red Senshi and certain villains can make or break a series. Some are great, some are god-awful. But this one just felt bittersweet and short-lived. Master Kaku. It's a rarity in Super Sentai when the team has to fight their mentor. Someone who has become like a father to them all. But like all good teachers, they would want them to go on fighting the good fight, even if it meant having to go through them. I think we can all relate to Kaku's problem. He didn't want his tribe to go to war, and he didn't believe in their cause, so he switched sides. I also like how he tried to put an end to the fight several times by calling a truce, even if it meant he had to switch sides again. This is one mentor that went above and beyond for his ideals, his students, and his home. Daijin Ryu. Don't get me wrong, Daijin Ryu looks amazing, and I'm pretty sure some of you out there wouldn't mind a Legacy Serpentera toy. But I have problems with this thing. So a giant dragon of unspeakable power shows up and tells two tribes to stop fighting. Call me crazy, but what does this thing care if two tribes kill each other? Where was this thing during World War II? Or any other war for that matter? Honestly, I kinda don't like Daijin Ryu. He feels like a glorified plot point, and not a very good one at that. And the thing that really bugs me here is this thing comes to Earth, causes massive damage, tries to kill people, and it's never reprimanded. Hell, it's never defeated. That does not count. I think it would have made more sense in the end if Shaddam had somehow taken control of Daijin Ryu. Then he would have been damn near unstoppable. It would have made for an epic battle, and I would have liked to have seen what the Dairangers could do to stop them. But no, Daijin Ryu shows up, looks fearsome, and then leaves. Bottom line, Daijin Ryu may have looked fearsome, but he could not have been any more of a chicken. Ko. I'm still not sure if I like or hate this kid. I know he had a terrible life and lost his mother, and I do sympathize with him. But still, that's no excuse for the way he constantly abused Rin. And it's kind of jarring that they just act like it never happened a few episodes later. It's gone. Poof. Never happened. One could make the argument that Ko was just acting out to hide his true pain. And over time, Rin helped him to cope with his loss and became more of a motherly figure to him in his real mom's absence. But he also says Rin is the girl of his dreams and he wants to marry her. Creepy. I don't know. Chalk this one up to a mixed bag. Shaddam. This is a guy you love to hate from beginning to end. He sacrificed everything to get to the seat of power. His teammates, his monsters, his son, his baby mama, everything. A dick with a capital D. But what keeps me from giving this guy a pass is the whole mud doll thing. Granted, it's a brilliant plan he concocted to seize control of the Gorma, but it all kinda falls apart. Pun intended. And it's even more confusing when we find out that he himself is one all along. How does that work? Who was in control of him? Who was the puppet master of the puppet master? M. Night Shyamalan would call BS on a twist like that. My guess is that that's how they keep reincarnating themselves all this time. Eventually, they just dissipate to dust and reform again at a different time. 6,000 years ago, 50 years from now. I'm sorry, but I just had to get that off my chest. Final analysis? I give it a B+. This Sentai series is a good example of thinking outside the box. Toei took Chinese mythology and made a Sentai series with an interesting story, oddball but lovable characters, and excellent fighting both inside and outside of spandex. Like most Sentai series, the way each team member grows and discovers new techniques keeps you invested throughout. The mecha designs are great too, especially Ryuseo and Daijin Ryu. They could have taken the easy way out and just had another war between super beings with martial arts and evil space aliens, but instead each side tries to understand why they fight. Some characters switch sides. Some fall from grace, some try to find loved ones, and some just want power and will do anything to get it. Much like Live Man, we see how characters can change for the good or for the bad. Combine all that with some epic and versatile martial arts and you've got a Sentai series that doesn't pull any punches. Check it out. Okay, I'm here. I don't see any assassins around here. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. That was too much fun. Those weren't the 3 assassins, those were just... Uh-oh. Okay, so I just beat 3 innocent people to a pulp. It could be worse. It's worse. Look, I know you're mad, Daijin Ryu, but, they started it! I'm Easy Rider reminding you that the fan sub may never die, but I'm about to! I'm okay!